So back at the farm on a gloomy spring morn to just see what it's like in between seasons of fun. They are still running Boysenberry Festival on weekend up for the next couple weeks, so you still do have time to get some of that Boysenberry goodness. And then next coming up, they got Soak City opening, Ghost Town Alive is going to be opening soon, as well as Not Summer Nights. But what's happening in between those weeks? Let's go see what it looks like. Before we forget, while we're in the hotel, this Sunday they're doing the Mother's Day brunch at 30 Acres. You gotta call and make your reservations for it, but it looks like they're still advertising it, so they still got spots open. So in case any of y'all moms were curious.
Joe, the who? Joe Mama.
My goodness, spring break's over and everybody just disappears, huh? Fair weather fans, I guess. And if you haven't heard the news yet, yeah, KNOTT did close down TGI Fridays a few weeks ago, probably over a month ago or so. We still have no word about what's gonna be here, but we're hoping for something that could hopefully be connected to Peanuts headquarters. Don't count your chickens, but you never know.
Listen, you do not know about my man.
It's almost odd how easy it is to get into the park these days. Obviously, we don't expect it to stay that way, because once summer starts, it's going to be a full-blown bonanza at the front gates like it usually is. But right now, shoot, 2 minutes to get you inside the park, easy peasy.
Let's go explore.
A little construction update over here on the side here where the guest services used to be, working on some new roofing. We got all new wood and everything up there. Still no clue about what this is going to be. I'm hearing anything between another snack bar.
No, God!
To merch. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but they're hard at work in there. Assuming that they will be probably for the next few weeks, maybe months. First and foremost, at the request of the princess, Camp Snoopy. Before that, got a quick look at the facade area for chilling chambers, and everything looks the same. I'm pretty sure that maze is going to stay there, but I did notice that the K is gone in the stained glass window, so removing even more of the original deco. Interesting choice.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
And since we're on the topic of Scary Farm, real quick, I did want to tell you that I got a look at where Bloodlines used to be, and they got smart. They covered up those pillars, but before they did cover them up, we did notice that they had like glass balls on 2 of the pillars at least, as well as like a rock facade. That's gonna kind of lead me to believe that they might have some kind of Christmas spirit in them. I'm not sure how much of my opinion you can trust, because let's be honest, I'm wrong a lot more often than I'm right. But it also, you know, they finally put the roof on there, not a moment too soon, because it's gonna probably start being the rainy season here in Southern California, so safety issues. Other than that, it's a plain Jane facade right now. Some of the designers have told me that they don't plan on really putting anything incriminating on there until it gets a little bit closer to announcement season. Again, smart. You guys are wise, Knots. I'll play your game, you rogues.
Oh, I'll play your game, you rogue.
Camp Snoopy, wide open. But you're greeted by the beautiful smile of Franklin. There he is. Everybody said, oh, nice, we love it. With the garb, with the purple garb and everything. Always good to see the characters in the mood. It's a kind of a little breath of fresh air. We all know that you gotta crawl before you can walk, and you gotta walk before you can run. So first things first, let's give it a little paint job, a little refresher on the back here of Flying Ace. I like it, adding a little bit of color here to kind of it was kind of a dull-ish kind of area. Now it looks kind of like it's had a little breath of fresh air put into there.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
Now maybe they can move next door and take care of the neighbors. Well, a couple rides closed today. Unfortunately, one of them is the Tenderpaw Twister. I'm not sure if this was scheduled or not. By the way that these guys are out here doing like certain land surveillance and working on the ride, I'm assuming that this was a scheduled refurb. I'm not sure when this is going to reopen. I'm assuming probably the same time as Ghost Rider on the 18th, just in time for
summer festivities to begin.
Still feeling psychedelic here in Camp Snoopy, bro. Real talk, I actually can't wait till Harley's old enough to start riding these rides here. When we first started coming to KNOTT, Jensen and Kinley weren't really tall enough to or brave enough to do any of the big stuff, so we spent a lot of time in Camp Snoopy. So there's kind of a nostalgic feel that's really near and dear to my heart, and I kind of miss being able to come over here with the kids and watching them go on rides and stuff. But soon enough, Harley will be old enough to do it, and we can do the whole thing all over again. But this time it'll be a little bit different too, because it's kind of a new land, new rides, and hopefully all of the refurbishments will be complete by that point. So it'll be a whole new Camp Snoopy to enjoy. Now on to the big beast, cat over here in the corner of Camp Snoopy. Thank you, Jaguar. That would be Montezooma, the Forbidden Fortress. We saw the first spire get unveiled, I think, 2 weeks ago or something, and since then, there hasn't been a whole lot done, but this week we got a little surprise, and the other spike has now been freed from its scrim prison as well. A nice emerald green, just like its brethren to the north, and also we did see in the Orange County Register, courtesy of our friends at Our Knott's Adventure, they did bring some more track to the park. I'm not sure where that track is. I'm assuming it actually is probably the base base part of one of the spikes, or maybe both. But my guess is the next amount of scrim that's going to be removed is going to be the tracks here. In other news, the cup is still there. So nothing new on the loading platform front. But that's good news over there. I was just thinking too, we've been so accustomed to these yellow walls here.
It's gonna be weird when they get removed.
It's gonna feel like a whole new section over here.
Very exciting time.
If you also remember a couple weeks ago, we were talking about speculation of a roller coaster leaving Knott's, and my speculation was Coast Rider, which I still think holds true, but it was brought to my attention this week that the actual track manufacturer for Jaguar is defunct now. So unless they can find somebody to buy up this roller coaster, this might be the actual roller coaster that goes. Now, when I first heard the news, I was a little bit upset because I realized that I really like this coaster.
Right.
But then I realized it's not really the coaster that I enjoy so much, rather than the actual pyramid. I love the setting over here. The whole scenic outlook of this entire section is awesome. But even without the roller coaster involved, it might still be cool. So if they did get rid of this roller coaster, I don't think I would be too heartbroken over it, as long as they kept the pyramid and put it to good use in some other way. Perhaps a new entrance to Montezooma. Maybe this is the Forbidden Fortress.
You serious?
As for the rest of Party Town, it looks like it's getting a much needed break for the time being before summer starts. It's funny, as it gets hotter, this area becomes more crowded and more busy, and it actually, it gets really hot over here. Like the sun reflects off these little rocks on the ground and makes it much hotter than it should be. But such is not the case today, as there is plenty of rides to go around for everybody. So get over here and come ride Los Voladores.
You know I don't speak Spanish.
An interesting choice for a t-shirt to be hanging right up here in the front and center.
Well. What have we here?
All right, a little different this time. Quick left through fake Chipotle passage. Before moving forward just a little bit more though, I did want to jump back onto the subject of Knott's Scary Farm. Now, we do know that Forsaken Lake has been here for a while. I think it opened up in like 2018, I think is when it actually opened up. So it's been here for damn near 10 years now. I know mazes usually have a shelf life of about, thank you, Silver Bullet, about 5 years or so before it gets replaced. Now, the same rule doesn't apply too much for scare zones. As we've known, Carnival's been there forever. Goring 20s have been there forever. But the Gauntlet just recently replaced whatever that was, Scarecrows and Witches, over in Camp Snoopy for the 50th, not too long ago. So scare zones are prone to being replaced, and I think this area kind of doesn't have a theme necessarily to play off of. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I personally think what would be kind of cool is to play off the Fiesta Village vibe, make that a Fiesta de los Muertos, and make this almost like a Weeping Woman sort of land. If you know the story of La Llorona, then you know. It doesn't necessarily have to be La Llorona, because I'm pretty sure Universal still has those rights because it's a Blumhouse property now. But imagine how cool it would be to have the crying woman sound as you walk through like the foggy pathway, maybe a foggy lake here, and have the woman across the lake just kind of wandering back and forth. Tell me that wouldn't be super eerie? I don't know, just spitballing here.
I'm just saying.
Calico Square is still undergoing a new cementation. Well, I can't say I blame them for this, because they really get stomping hard for those hootenannies at the end of Ghost Town Alive every single day. So it's not like this place couldn't use a little renewal of some concrete here. Nevertheless, still walls up, and they haven't laid any of the concrete yet. Still just the rebar on the bottom. So I'm sure that's probably coming in the next week or so. The mine ride was closed for a couple weeks for a refurb, just kind of the usual thing before summertime. And I thought they were gonna really bear down and get these waterfalls in the queue space working again, because it's been a long time since they've been up. And it looked like for a while they were really focused on them. They got one covered up with sheets here, but the other one's still kind of just bare wide open. I don't know what the plan is with that. I'm sure it's got to be something serious if it's taking this long.
You sure about that?
And it looks like that's what they're really kind of focused on. So as far as the inside of the cave, I have no idea if there's anything going on there, but we can go check if you want, baby.
This here
into the cave. It is humid in here. This is the Florida cave. Oh my. What do you got there? Delicious glow-in-the-dark fish? Still no waterfall, but he's making do with what he's got, I guess. Oh, found the canary. Canary in a coal mine. Get it?
Say, driver,
you're not kidding. It's really dark up here, man. It'd be cool if there was more light up here. Oh. It's not bright enough for him to not turn his headlight on. He found the gold. The rest of you need to get working in this glory hole. No, here he comes.
Ain't falling off this mountain since they...
Vulture Hawk Eagles.
Oh, never.
Oh, man. It's a great ride, and it will forever be a great ride. It'll just be nice when they get the water up and running in the facade. So it makes it not just for a great ride, but for a full great experience. While in the Boring 20s, I'm going to do week 72 of my petitioning for summer residency for Jelly of the Month Club in the Walter Knott Theater. Do it, Knotts. Do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Just do it. Don't even think about it. Do it.
Huh? Come on, do it. Do it.
Gosh dang it, we're always hitting trap. Oh, hey, the goose. It's camera on camera action. Wait, what the heck? The stowaway? And if people are gonna be crazy enough to be riding this ride right now, they get what they deserve. That one worked, but the tube was empty. However, it doesn't seem like there's gonna be any open spots on Pony Express. It says 5 minutes, probably about a 5-minute wait. They're running both trains today, which is surprising for middle of the weekday, but it's probably good for people that are trying to get on this ride quickly.
Hey man, if the line's this long, it's gotta be good.
Still waiting to get a little bit of this boysenberry sausage.
Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does.
At Wilderness Broiler. I've said it before and I'll say it 100 billion more times. Get out of here with these views. There's one thing the wilderness area does do. It's give you a little piece of serenity in stressful times. Oh man, now I'm stressed again.
I missed it.
Question of the day, real cat or fake cat?
Oh, it's a real cat.
You guys will be so proud of me. I actually got my burial plot for when I go. I haven't put a headstone on it yet though, but it's right there. It's gonna say, here lies Goofish McDoofish.
What?
I don't know, I haven't thought of a funny quip yet, but I'll get there.
Do you even listen to yourself when you talk?
I drift in and out.
Wait, that's a glass blower over there, and that's a glass blower over there. And you'd think a phone call would have saved a lot of trouble. Where are the good citizens of Calico always trying to keep me away from the goats?
He's gonna eat the goat?
Well, the old Silver Dollar Shooting Gallery is also all boarded up. Not sure what they're doing there. Maybe just hopefully rearranging all of the triggers so that your old 2023 lanterns don't work anymore year-round. I don't know. And I did mention it a couple times before, but Ghost Rider is down for refurb till the 18th, I believe. So for the next couple weeks, we won't be riding Ghost Rider, but this is generally the time when it goes down anyway, right before it gets busy. It's the best time to do it. It sucks because there's nobody in the park. You can ride this thing a billion times, but them's the breaks. Better now than in the middle of summer when the lines are backed up all the way to this cave. Ironically though, the monitors in the line are on now, as opposed to when we were in the line waiting. Seems a little rude.
Are you kidding me?
I guess now might be a good time to get some.
Nope.
Oh, maybe not. It's crazy when the line to get Chinese fast food is longer than the line to one of the most famous rides in this park. Oh, maybe it's too cold for some of these wimps. Full disclaimer, I am one of those wimps because I'm not getting on there either.
You suck!
All right, we got 3 in the board.
His problem is he wasn't yelling Kobe with every shot.
Kobe!
Did not expect to see it hopping so much back here in the boardwalk. I think the cloudy skies has something to do with this and everything being open back here. It's kind of the Ghost Rider being closed effect. There's really nothing for anybody at the front of the park if they've already done Silver Bullet, so you gotta come back here and ride Hang Time, Ghost Rider, Accelerator, and maybe even Wipeout if you're feeling your oats. With all that being said, I think that's going to do it for me this week. The farm looks great, and I look forward to Soak City opening, and I definitely look forward to some Ghost Town live action. So, till we see you again up on the mountain, down at the studios, or right back here at the farm, we will catch you all on that flippity flop.